Here is 4-year-old Kevin Mortinson growing up in Bloomington, Minnesota, the son of Pat and Leona Mortinson, and with brothers Pat and John and sister Maureen. It is Minnesota after all, so there was a family lake cabin and boats. In fact, Kevin bought a boat before he bought a car. It was also the 70s, and Kevin's hairstyle, shirt collars, and lapels fit right in. By 1976, Kevin had moved up to a '76 Dodge convertible, met a lovely girl named Beth, and was sporting those short shorts. He had also graduated high school and headed off to college. Gustavus Adolphus, where the shorts remained short and the hair was still long. The family was there when he graduated with a degree in chemistry and plans to become a dentist. Beth was there too. In fact, Beth and Kevin had become an inseparable twosome, enjoying life in the land of lakes. Kevin liked the woods too and hunted with family and friends. Apparently, it was okay to hunt in bell-bottoms. His biggest catch, however, was landing Beth for his wife. In 1981, friends and family gathered for their wedding. The Mortinson clan had a new member. Actually, they had lots of new members as siblings formed their own families. Kevin decided that a career in selling seemed more interesting than teeth, and he worked for the airline industry and then in a leasing business. Beth and Kevin also started expanding the family empire, first with Melissa, born in 1984. She made her debut in the family Christmas card. Next came Matthew in 1985, and now they needed a bigger Christmas card. And finally, little Lindsay arrived in 1988, completing the Mortinson family tableau. With 3 kids and a wife who was a teacher, Kevin began looking for a career that would get everyone on the same schedule with some freedom to travel during the summer. According to Kevin, the cap and gown business looked like it had possibilities. The kids were more than willing to try it on for size, especially if it meant more time with Dad and a chance to enjoy some family adventures. Like opening a Subway franchise, good for investment, but not much fun. Now, this was more like it. In 1996, Kevin was with Herff Jones, and the family went camping near Herff Jones events. And just like hunting in bell-bottoms, Kevin orders pizza while camping. And they were just getting started. First Disney World, then they tackled Niagara Falls. Next, Italy and pizza of another type, then Greece. And of course there was Africa and trying out blowguns, meeting the locals, both human and animal, and four-wheeling in the desert. South America, here they come. First Machu Picchu and then Rio de Janeiro. That pretty much took care of the summers. Winter in Minnesota means one thing: hockey. Kevin loves to play and to coach, and son Matt is right there on the ice with Dad. Sister Lindsay preferred soccer, so Dad took off the skates and coached that sport as well. Growing up Mortinson was enjoyed by all. Growing up with Herff Jones had its moments of fun too. Kevin, Beth, and Al and Trish Lehman put on their heavy metal for this company event. Back at the office, Kevin's staff looks more the part. Staff members include his sister Maureen, Sue, wife Beth, and Marcia. According to Kevin, they keep his business in Burnsville, Minnesota moving along. He considers everyone like family, so when Kevin won a Herff Jones trip to New York, they all went, and they also share in each other's happy times, like a family wedding. And now the kids are wearing those Herff Jones caps for real. Melissa graduates from the University of North Dakota. Next, son Matt follows in his footsteps and graduates from UND. And bringing up the rear of the Mortinson clan, it's graduation from UND for Lindsay too. But daughter Melissa is not through. In 2010, she traded her cap and gown for a wedding dress when she married Corey Hibbard. Dad is pretty proud. And ready for some lake time, or make that snooze time. It may not be Rio, but the lake and the cabin look pretty good after graduation season is over. For a guy who bought his first boat at age 13, Kevin is right at home on the water, and so is the rest of the family. Cooking out on the deck at the cabin is pretty sweet too. And speaking of sweet, did you notice the newest member of the clan? That's little Sophia, Kevin's first grandchild, thanks to Corey and Melissa. And Grandpa is making sure she follows in the Mortinson family tradition of wearing the Herff Jones cap. Sophia knows she's got Grandpa right where she wants him, in the Herff Jones Hall of Fame.
I have to say that I'm very humbled, fortunate, blessed, and honored to be in the company of so many of you great people here today. There are so many in this room who over the many years in this business that I've come to know and respect, not only as co-workers, but very good friends. When you've spent this many years in a business, you meet so many fantastic people, and I consider you all great friends. I'm a big sports fan and especially love the game of hockey. I'm just finishing an autobiography by Bobby Orr. For those non-hockey people, and I can't believe there are any of you out there, Bobby Orr was the greatest rushing defenseman to ever play the game, and also a very humble man. After he scored the game-winning goal to win a Stanley Cup championship, he said, "No one guy can take all the credit for being where he is. It takes all kinds of unacknowledged people behind the scenes to make someone successful." If I happen to miss someone today, I sincerely apologize, but please know that I thank you. First, my wife Beth, thank you for letting me pursue all of my crazy dreams and schemes over our 33 years of marriage and lives together. You are my soulmate. Without your love and support, life would not be possible. I thank God for you every day. My children, Melissa, Matt, Lindsay, and Melissa's husband, Corey. You've all been so much a part of this business from the time you could understand what Dad did. For all of you in the audience today, I'm sure your kids are much the same. Ours was truly a family business. Our kids were involved in the family business when they first learned their colors and can separate cap and gown forms. They learned the value of work and the connection between that work and how that provided for our daily needs and lifestyle. To my mom and dad, they've been there and involved every step of the way and in every aspect of the business. My dad passed away 5 years ago, but at 85 years old, my mom still comes with me to grad fairs. Mom said to Beth this year, "I know I'm old and a little slow, but do you think Kevin will still take me along to help?" Mom, I'll take you along if I have to push you in a wheelchair. Ken and Ernie Balon, thanks for not micromanaging, but giving me enough freedom to build the business as it needed to be. Maureen, my sister, I have to give you a special thanks. Maureen has worked with me through the lean years, and when we were looking back recently, we realized it's been 25 plus years that we've worked together. She's someone who does the work and doesn't get the accolades. So Maureen, I publicly thank you. Sue and Marcia round out the office staff and are here today. Without these women, I would not be up here today. They are in the trenches on a day-to-day basis. They have to put up with the calls from those angry moms who can't understand why their son or daughter didn't receive their graduation items. They all calmly wait for mom to quit ranting, then proceed to tell mom that Johnny never responded to the 10 emails, multiple texts, landing pages, posters all over campus, and mailings that have been sent out over the past 3 months. And they do it with a smile. While they do all the difficult work, I get to do the fun part of the workday and sign up the new business. What's made it great over the years is also the fact that we have so much fun together. It's not without its challenges, to say the least, but that all fades away when you look at the big picture. I'm sure each of you out there can relate to sitting back when June 1st finally arrives, taking a long, deep breath and say, what just happened these last few months? My wife said it best, that the graduation season's like childbirth. When you're in the heat of the delivery, you say, I'll never do it again. After it's over, you look at what you have and the rewards and think, sure, that wasn't so bad. I can do that again. Maureen, Sue, and Marcia, you are the greatest. To all our support staff in so many areas, Amy Reynolds, Teresa Schmidt, Janine, Cindy Todd, Sherry O'Neill, and Deleith, in all your roles and so many more individuals, thank you. We're all fortunate to work in the business that we do with the challenges, the earnings potential, the flexibility, and ability to achieve our goals. It's also been great fun. It's amazing to look back on those first couple of years when we were all starting the college division and sitting in a room of 10 people for our meetings, and that 10 included support staff. Who would have seen it? Al and Trish, thanks for all the fun and all your help through the years. I couldn't have made it without you constantly giving me all the fun ribbing along the way. But Al, just remember, I will always be number one with Amy. Who would know that the college division would be what it is today? I think we all knew that it could be what it is and has become. When I first came into this business over 25 years ago, I had a rep tell me that you will see your business grow in different year stages. Those would be, number one, after the first 3 years. At this point, customers will begin to know that you are not some rep that is just here and then gone. At this point, they will begin to trust you with some of their business, not all of it, mind you. They may give you one piece of it, for example, just the cap and gown or just the jewelry. 2, the next growth will be after 7 years. At this stage, they trust you and are willing to give you all or most of their business, and the growth comes in larger quantities. Your customers will also be handing out your name to their counterparts in other colleges and universities as a reliable source for business and a rep who can be trusted to deliver. Looking back, vision is always 20/20, and I could never see then how prophetic those words were. So as encouragement to those of you out there still working on it, hang in there, it will happen. Hey Butch, your road's a little longer, but you'll be there. I hope I'm here long enough to see your video. To our Herff Jones management, stay true to the ideals of the independent contractor sales force. It's made the college division what it is today. Without that independence, incentive, and freedom, I know that growth would not be what it is today. There is still so much business out there to be won. Your sales force will continue to improve and grow in the many years to come. Hey Terry Hayden, are you out there? I hope so, because this one's for you. See these little Herff Jones straps? Did you know that these are the best thing ever to come out of Herff Jones? My family and I have come up with 101 uses for these little babies. My family knows that these little straps have bailed us out of many different tight situations on many a family camping trip in the middle of nowhere. Do you know that these make great straps for putting luggage on top of the car, or tying up a boat, or even leashing up your young child? The best part is I have done this using only one of these straps. Maybe 2, maybe 3. Hey Terry, thanks for your help and friendship. In conclusion, I hope to have much more fun and excitement working with all of you in the many years to come. There's lots of business to go out there and win. Remember, life is a blast every day.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kevin Mortinson to the Herff Jones Hall of Fame.